You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Live. Next.
Baby, don't make me spell it out for you.
Wow.
You keep on asking me the same questions. And second guessing all my intentions. Should know by the way I use my compression.
I love
That
it.
you got the
Right? It's
answers
like a
to
summer
my
jam.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
is. I'm ready.
Early
It's
summer
like
jam. And then she like gets into that.
But here in LA, it's always
It's always summer. So it's perfect.
It's perfect for us.
Right?
Perfect for us here.
She's back and she's
I love
been
her.
on
She can do
fire.
no wrong.
Literally. She's the best. So
She's
talented.
so talented. So talented.
Right?
She sings, she can act.
last year she was
dance.
in all those great movies, coming back with the music,
I know.
her public speaking. Oh, she's the best.
Can I just be Janelle Monáe?
Right? Oh, Janelle.
Look at that body.
Right?
Oh, guys.
She's killing it.
This is BHL's Next. So glad to be back. I'm here with Eddie Leavy.
Yes.
Eddie.
Hello.
So happy you're here.
I am so
So
happy
much
to
to
be here.
talk about, but before we get into that, let everyone know where they can find you on social media.
Yes, check me out on Instagram at Eddie_Leavy.
And I am your host, Rhelin T. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rhelin Taylor. And don't forget to follow all things Black Hollywood Live at BHL Online. Now, this show that we're about to talk about, you're in. It's AP Bio. First, have you ever taken an AP class?
I did.
did?
I did take an AP class, which
So
is
did
crazy.
I.
Which one did you take?
I took AP Environmental Science.
Ooh, okay.
No.
I remember, so I took, I think, AP
And English. And English. I took two.
and AP Psychology.
Okay, whoa.
Which was actually really fun. You like learned a lot, and I had a
Really?
great teacher. Yeah, but I did attempt to take AP Physics, and I dropped out after 3 days
Yeah,
because
no.
it was horrible.
It was-
It was horrible. I was like, my brain cannot keep up
Yeah,
with all of these
that's
formulas.
intense.
It's so math. Like, I don't know. It was too much.
Yeah.
So
No,
didn't
but
do that.
AP Bio is not as nearly as fun as what my AP classes were like.
Right.
But let's talk about this show. It kind of reminds me of Bad Teacher in a way. It gives me like those Bad Teacher vibes. You know, the movie starring Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
But this series follows Jack Griffin, played by Glenn Howerton.
Howerton.
And he's your teacher in this
Yes.
show. And like I said, he's a teacher that doesn't play by the rules.
Not at all. He has no intention of teaching us about biology
Not
at
at all.
all. He sort of is this disgruntled Harvard professor. He got passed up for tenure
Mm-hmm.
at Harvard, and he is living in his hometown of Toledo, Ohio. And he needs to get a job, so he gets a job being this AP biology teacher. And again, has no interest in teaching us anything to do with biology. And then as time goes on, his class sort of becomes this class in revenge, where
Yes.
he goes after people in his life that he thinks are on to him or that he doesn't like, and he kind of uses us kids as a way to get back at some of his enemies.
So it kind
it's-
of reminds me of like in School of Rock, how he used his
Yeah.
class to, become this band so that they can compete.
Yeah.
But he's definitely doing something so that you guys can be very cynical about the way you guys.
Absolutely. And
go about learning.
we are honor roll students.
Yes.
We want to learn. We are desperately trying to, pass this AP test and learn about cells and membranes and whatever you learn about in AP biology. It was actually funny. We did a press kit on set, and they like gave us a real AP biology quiz,
You're
and all of us
kidding.
failed. We were like, we learned nothing about biology during the show. We could not tell you anything about it. But yeah, so
And then Patton Oswalt,
yes,
amazing.
incredible. He
The
is
King of Queens, that's where I loved him from. And also a personal favorite, Ratatouille.
Yes, he's incredible. Even his stand-ups on Netflix
Yes,
are amazing.
amazing.
And he is the nicest, most lovely man, and he plays our
Aw,
principal,
yes.
Durbin. And he tries to be authoritative with Jack, but it just doesn't work. Our teacher Jack, just does what he wants. and really gives no Fs.
Really, though.
Literally.
But
so
let's talk about your character, Anthony.
yes.
So you're his student.
I'm his student, and Anthony, again, what's so great about this ensemble
Yes.
of kids is, we all have our own unique personality, our unique vibe, and Anthony really he doesn't really drink the Kool-Aid with Jack. He really is not impressed by his antics. Again, he wants to learn, but he really doesn't buy into it. He's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you're a mess. Your life is a mess. Like, you need to get out of here. And he definitely gives Jack that sass and says, hey, like, what are you doing with your life?
So he's the one that keeps him in check.
Yeah, he definitely is not easily amused by him. So I had a lot of fun with that. And as the season progresses, we have a lot of fun moments and a lot of crazy stuff going on.
That's awesome. I also know that one of the executive producers is Seth Meyers.
Yes.
I love Seth, from Robot Chicken to Family Guy to basically everything he's ever worked on. He's amazing. Oh, were you able to like meet him and interact?
Well, he's actually based in New York, so he would, check in and send his love, but his schedule was so busy that while we were filming in LA, but he again often sent his love and said how proud he was of the show.
Aww.
And how excited he was that we were able to all be on this project. So he's awesome, though. He's so great.
That's amazing. So guys, let's look at the trailer for AP Bio.
Yes.
You almost killed me! So sorry, let me show you something. Whoa, where are you going? All right, everybody, let's go ahead and start to shut up now. My name's Jack Griffin, and I don't want to be here. I'm living in my dead mom's apartment while teaching advanced placement biology. I am an award-winning philosophy scholar, but here's the deal. We're not going to do any biology in here.
Are you seriously never going to teach us biology at all?
Maybe Pablo Picasso can come in and teach driver's ed. This week, we are devoting our attention to the psychological dismantling of my academic rival, Miles Leonard. Miles happens to be British. He also happens to be adopted. So, this week, we will practice British accents. And whoever is best, we'll call him, posing as his biological birth mother, and tell him some sort of devastating secret. Go.
The bookstore at the mall has good espresso, my lord.
Hey, not bad. What is this class?
Hey, where are you going? You can't leave these students unattended.
These kids are old enough to get pregnant. They can't be alone for 2 seconds.
That's literally the reason they shouldn't be left alone.
It's Jack, right? From Harvard?
Yeah. Harvard Jack.
So it seems like you're enjoying yourself here?
God, no. Teaching high school in Toledo. It's terrible.
Wow. I can't wait to watch that. Are you excited?
I am. I'm super excited. I feel like, it's almost been a year since we shot the
You're
pilot.
kidding.
Yeah. We shot the pilot last March. So now people finally get to see it. And, NBC released a few episodes on Hulu just as like a pre-screening thing. And, people seem to be really into it. So, but officially comes out this week.
March 1st.
March
yes.
1st.
So
I'm
everybody
so
check
excited.
your local listings. How are you going to celebrate? Are you going to do something like for the premiere?
Yeah, I think we actually, I think we're going to do some sort of live tweet event. I think we're in the works of figuring that out because it's really important to interact with people on social media and engage with the audience while they're watching. So I think we're going to do that. And hopefully, the cast will get together and just celebrate.
Yeah, you guys should.
Yeah, so I'm sure we'll figure something out.
How does it feel playing a high school student?
Yeah, I mean,
did you have to study what high schoolers are doing like now in the classroom?
Yeah, I really just sort of, tapped into that youthful energy and again that eagerness to learn because I think the setting of high school, it's such an important time for so many people.
Definitely. It's kind of like the stepping stone to their futures because then next is college and after college.
And it's a confusing time. It's a hard time. You have so much going on, physically and emotionally. So I think that sort of, time period in a young person's life is just such a great way to, explore storytelling and go after that. So I don't know, I loved it. And I loved sort of like going back to school and and doing that. So it was awesome.
Speaking of school, we were talking about you taking all these AP classes. So what did you ultimately want to do when you were younger? Did you always wanted to act?
Yeah, I think I did, but I think I was in denial about it. Like, I think it just sort of felt like a hobby. I mean, from my hometown in Connecticut had such a strong community of artists, and we had a really, really great drama club at my high school. So the arts were really, really important to my hometown, and we were able to put on, awesome shows and learn a lot. So I always loved performing and acting, but I think, again, you sort of think, can I actually do this professionally? It's so hard to break in, and you hear all these, horror stories about trying to make it, and I don't really know. I think part of me was just like, hey, like, you owe this to yourself to try. You love this, and you have support from your family, like, you might as well just give it a try. And I'm so glad I did, because
look
here
at you
I am
now.
with you.
Yeah.
This is awesome. It's crazy how it happens, but yeah, you just have to go after it and believe in yourself and believe that you have something to offer, because everyone is so unique and special, and you have something to offer that no one else can offer. So you just gotta believe in that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I need to believe in myself. I'm like, this is a revelation for me.
No,
Sunday
seriously.
church, preach.
Here we are.
I'm so glad that you're here, because not only are you my guest, I want you to be my co-host while we get into these hot topics. I don't know if you know, but March 11th, the iHeart Music Awards is going to premiere. And when you just put me onto this hot Janelle Monáe song.
Right.
So it's going to be amazing. We have nominees like Rihanna, Ed Sheeran, Taylor Swift. I know they each have 5 nominations each.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
Awesome.
What's your favorite song from like Rihanna right now?
Oh, Rihanna, because she just turned 30. I was following her
can't believe it.
on Instagram. She looks amazing. I actually remember one night I went to a club, and it was a Rihanna night, and it was just all Rihanna songs. I was like, is this going to get old? But honestly, when you just listen to Rihanna songs, it is hit after hit after hit after hit. She's amazing. I love that song, 4 or 5 Seconds, that she did with Kanye
and Paul McCartney.
I think that song's awesome. And I love Love on the Brain, sort of that doo-woppy, like, Whitney vibe. Like, I love that. But she's amazing. She can do no wrong.
Yes,
I love her.
And then also Bruno Mars, of course, is nominated. You can't turn on your radio.
Remix.
Oh. You can't turn on your radio without hearing him.
And he just had a great night at the Grammys.
Yes.
Like, an amazing night. He's awesome.
Who do you think is going to have take home the most awards?
Bruno's on fire right now, so he might be doing something. So maybe Bruno?
Yeah.
But Rihanna.
But Rihanna, she had a good year too.
Yeah.
And then, Taylor Swift was nominated, but I feel like I haven't seen Taylor on the radar for a minute. She's dropped a few singles, and she dropped the album Reputation, but I just feel like I haven't really...
It doesn't feel like as much of a moment as her last album was. I think the 1989 album, I feel like that was everywhere.
Everything, yeah.
And I feel like, again, she did that one song, but I haven't heard much.
I haven't heard anything either. I know, Camila Cabello, who used to be with Fifth Harmony. It sounds like a great year for her, too, with the Havana song.
Yeah, she's blowing up.
Yeah, she's blowing up, so I'm excited for her to be in the mix.
Is she going to be there?
Yeah, she's nominated, too, for 5 nominations. I can't believe it.
Good for her.
I'm like, okay, girl.
Because that was controversial when she left the group.
The group, definitely.
And I think she came out with a song, and I was like, I don't know about this one. But then Havana, blew up.
Yes. So everybody loves her.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see this award show. I'm just always excited to see what everybody's wearing, too.
Award shows are the best, yeah.
Amazing.
Then the red carpet's also awesome.
Yes.
To see how everyone rolls out.
March 11th, the iHeart Music Awards. Also, did you know Chance the Rapper is going to be awarded with the Innovator Award?
No.
Yes.
That's
they're
amazing.
Celebrating him. I'm like, yay!
He is awesome.
Time.
I saw him when he went to the Hollywood Bowl, I think in October.
Really? How was he? I've never seen Chance the Rapper perform.
Oh, he's amazing. He's just so talented, and his songs, I don't know, they just speak to me.
Yes.
He is whenever I hear Same Drugs.
Album,
dude. He just put on such a good show. Like, I love going to concerts where, you know, you feel like the artist is still like humble and gracious and appreciative to, you know, sell out something like the Hollywood Bowl. You know, he really appreciated being there and was so thankful for his fans, and you know, I'm all about that. So
Same Drugs is your song from him?
Same Drugs.
I haven't heard that in a minute too, so when I leave the studio, I'm probably gonna put that on.
Oh, that song is epic. I love it. It's like, again, it's sort of simple, but it's beautiful.
Yes, so they're nominating, I keep saying nominating, they're awarding him at this award show for his accomplishments in music and all the social work he's done, which he's done a lot of donations to schools, especially in the Chicago area from where he's from. So I'm excited for him.
Yeah, he actually, at that concert I went to, they were doing sort of this live donation feed, I believe, for the hurricane in Puerto Rico. He was streaming the concert on Facebook and asking for donations to support that. And again, it was just so amazing to be, you know, there and witness that. It was awesome.
Love Chance the Rapper, so congratulations,
Congratulations, Chance.
But did you hear about New York Fashion Week? I know you're from the East Coast, so was like that a thing on the East Coast?
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely. I feel like now that I feel like I almost.
Week is not really a thing.
I know, and I still hear about it out here. Everyone's talking about it out here, so I feel like it's almost, I hear about it more now that I'm out here, because LA doesn't really have.
No, their Fashion Week is like.
Yeah.
It's nothing compared to New York.
Who looked good, do you think?
Well, it wasn't even about who looked good. It was about the accessories that people were rocking at the fashion show. So Gigi Hadid, she came with a puppy. That was her accessory.
Yes, interesting.
So this is our next or not segment. So I think puppies, I love puppies. I feel like anything with puppies, it's a yes for me. It's next. It's next in fashion.
It
More
works.
designers need to use puppies as accessories for sure.
Is that her own? Is that her puppy?
I don't know if it's her puppy.
I wonder how that puppy got the job. Like, like how does
you're hired?
Like, how does that work?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
I know, are all these puppies in a line and somebody's walking past? Like,
or is Gigi like that one? I don't know. Well, you know, she worked it out.
I love it.
Cool.
Now, the next one, it's probably going to blow your mind. This is Gucci. Gucci really did it this year.
Oh, my God.
For our audio listeners, Gucci did replicas of the models and their heads. So they're holding a replica of their heads, kind of like beheading. It's fascinating. It's an interesting trend.
I'm
it's
still
scary.
wrapping my brain around it.
I just wonder, like, so they're just holding it? It's not, it doesn't, you know? Yeah. Maybe if it was a replica of my head and, you know, maybe I had like a handbag. It was a handbag of my
they're
head.
just like holding it like a basketball. Like, I don't know. You know,
it's a
love
doll,
Gucci.
But
I need to sit on this one because it's a very interesting image. It's different.
It's definitely different.
I've never seen anything like that before.
It reminds me of a Halloween Town and like when they had those phones that talked. It reminds me of that. Like it should be like saying something. Like a telephone.
Oh boy.
Well, if you thought that one was insane, look at the next thing that Gucci did, which was baby dragons.
Oh. Wait.
I told you these accessories are insane.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh boy, again, it's different. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen anything. I'm just wondering, like, what was the inspo behind the fashion show?
What am I supposed to take away from this
like, am I buying, and I don't know, not that it takes away from the fashion, but now I'm interested in buying a baby dragon or a replica of my head.
Yeah, like, is this going to be a new trend?
Well, you know fanny packs are back.
Yes. I mean, you have to have a fanny pack.
Do you have one?
You know, I don't, but I need to get one. I'm going to Coachella for the first time this
year.
Wait, what? Or BHL, as we like to call it, because of Beyonce. I am. So I hear you need a fanny pack for Coachella.
And this is your first time.
It's my first time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you going for both weekends or just one?
Just one weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
exciting.
like scared, excited.
Why are you scared?
It's intense. It's a lot of people.
That's true.
That many Beyonce fans in one place. I mean, I know how I am at a Beyonce concert.
So wait, you've been to a Beyonce concert?
I have.
I have not been to a Beyonce concert.
Okay, we need to talk about
Yeah,
this.
we do. It's because everybody.
What is going on?
I don't know.
With this?
It's because everybody who wants me to go with them to a Beyonce concert wants me to be like the very, like the last row of the entire arena.
Okay.
And I feel like if I want to see Beyonce and get the full experience, I need to be like there.
I completely agree. I'm
know?
like a seat snob about it. Like I'm like I need to be on the
Yes.
floor. Like I need to see. I don't want to watch her on the screen. I want to watch her
right there.
I'm with you. You just got to get on and get those tickets early.
I know.
And it's a life-changing experience. Her last tour,
The Lemonade one?
The Lemonade tour, incredible. It was at the Rose Bowl, which
Yes,
normally
it was.
that's like, again, a little
And DJ
intense for
Khaled
me.
opened, right?
Yeah, he brought out everyone.
Everybody.
He brought out Remy Ma, Neo, it was that opening act was insane.
And he's hosting the iHeart Music Awards.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's also having a moment. He's killing it. He is
Music, TV.
hit after hit after hit. He's going on tour with Demi Lovato.
And that's who this is how connecting, because that's why I will never do nosebleed seats ever again, because I went to go see Demi Lovato.
Okay.
And I love Demi Lovato,
She's
her
awesome.
and Nick Jonas, and I was in the very, very, very,
Oh
very,
no.
very back. Especially because she's such a powerhouse vocalist.
Yeah.
I wanted to really be in the moment. I love Demi Lovato so much.
We've been it's so funny. Today in the car ride, my friend and I were blasting her new album, that song Daddy Issues.
Daddy Issues.
Which, okay, let's talk about that for 1 second. Because when the track listing came out, I was annoyed because I was like, Beyonce has a song called Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
Like, Demi, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And then I heard Demi's and I was like, okay, it's
This
okay,
is totally-
Demi.
yeah.
This is amazing. Like, it's such a good song.
Yeah.
We were blasting that today.
I'm still on Sorry Not Sorry.
That song is a banger. I love that song.
Everything. I'm like, I listen to her so much stuff, so I'm like, when I was in the nosebleeds, I can't. Especially for Beyonce, I'll be so mad at myself.
It's just awesome that she can like just sing so well. Like her voice is insane. Like, she's awesome.
So it was a Lemonade tour that you went to go see. Wow.
Yes, and it was my friend and I, and we had floor seats, and it was magical. It was honestly.
It was magical.
It was honestly like a life-changing experience. She just, again, she's gracious. She's working. She's not marking it. She's like working so hard.
Did she bring out Jay?
There.
Did Jay come?
You know, she didn't. But I did see that tour too, the On the Run tour, where
You saw On the Run?
I go to all of them. If Beyonce, this is gonna make you laugh. I literally have an emergency credit card for when Beyonce decides to announce tours, because
I need to do this.
Beyonce will just be like, I'm going on tour, tickets on sale tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't got this money.
That is why I haven't been.
Right? So I have an emergency credit card. Same with Coachella. She's like, I'm doing Coachella. I was like, gotta put on the emergency credit card. Like, I'm not gonna miss her.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I need
crazy.
to have a B emergency.
A B emergency.
B emergency credit card.
Yes.
Because that's why I haven't been going. Because she just drops it, like, especially when
Yeah,
she
you
dropped
have,
the
like-
Beyonce album. She had no promo for it.
Right?
No
And it's like you got
nothing.
like hours to figure out how you're gonna
Yeah.
do this.
I'm like, what? I was like, what do I need to do? How can I sell my soul?
Right? And then if you don't get them right away, then the scout, the people will, triple the price, and then it's crazy.
It gets crazy.
So,
What's the last concert you've been to?
oh God, what was the last concert I went to? Probably Chance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was in October. So Chance. And then Coachella's coming up. So
I know Cardi's gonna be at Coachella. Cardi
Oh
B.
yes, I'm very excited.
She's
and I think
blowing up too now.
Yes.
For her to
and-
be at Coachella.
Oh, she's awesome. That's gonna be cool. And I think SZA's gonna be there too. I think she is.
She is.
Yeah, there's a lot of good people. The Weeknd, Eminem.
I can't believe I missed this. I can't believe I didn't get. You know what? Hi guys, you can comment below if you have tickets for me.
Right?
Because I have to go now. So like,
you're
gonna drive all the way out there. You guys are driving, or what?
Yeah,
like, 'cause I want to know what the Coachella experience is like. To
and
get
this
ready
is
for
my
this
first
thing.
time, so I sort of have friends guiding me. But we rented a house because I don't camp.
That's what I was gonna ask you, because I was like, I don't want to be that girl, but I'm like, are you really gonna camp? Because I've had friends who told me that they've slept in their cars, don't shower, and I'm like, I need to do my hair and wash my face. I don't know how.
I need a bed and a pool and all of these things. No, so we rented a house in Palm Springs, which is about like a 15-20 minute drive from where the festival is. So we kind of have a nice home base, you know, where we can shower, have a bed, all that stuff. And then I guess you just sort of hang out in the morning, and then you go to the festival in the afternoon.
Do you have your outfits? Because a lot of people always had their outfits lined up, like, oh, okay, I'm going to wear this for this.
We were talking about that yesterday, too. It's so funny. We're
right.
We're like right in sync. Because I was like, one day, because of Black Panther, I was like, I need some African, like, Wakanda theme.
Wait, you saw Black Panther?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
did I see Black Panther?
You missed it last week. I had, my guest was on the soundtrack.
Oh, awesome.
But we were talking about Black Panther, and it had just opened last week, so it was insane. I love
But I thought the
movie.
costume design of that movie was incredible. And I was like, okay, so one day at Coachella, I want to go with that, like, very, like, vintage African theme, like, Wakanda, you know, vibe.
I love it.
That sort of vibe. So yeah, that, you know, the outfits are important. Like, it's
definitely, especially
it's
Coachella.
Definitely like
I feel
a big
like now
fashion
people more so tune into the, not that they tune out the music, but the fashion is always such a big thing.
Yeah, you know,
big focal point.
It's such a big thing, and I think it's cool because you're able to express yourself in ways that you might not normally do in your day-to-day life. So I think, you know, being able to take risks in fashion and be creative and be crazy and, you know, colorful, whatever you want to do, whatever vibe you want to do, I think it's awesome.
Well, make sure you have that bandana. I hear that it gets so dusty, no?
Oh, yeah. And it's weird because it's like, you have to also think logically about it's 110 degrees. Where am I putting, you know, my phone and my wallet? You know, you have fanny pack it. So it's like, you have to also be logistic with, you know, what you wear, but also make a statement. So it takes planning.
I know. That's what people plan their outfits like. I'm like, you're going. It's like in a few months or something. Like, no, I need to have my Coachella outfit. Like, now.
And it's like I guess it gets a little colder at night, so you need like, layer. You know, it's.
But you're from the East Coast. You're probably gonna be like, this is what you meant by cold.
Because it feels like it's been cold this week, but I'm like, okay, I need to remember it is not like this.
In the desert, because in the desert, when it's hot, and when it's cold, it is cold.
So, you know, we'll figure that out. I'm pumped. You should try and go.
Okay.
Get those
Hopefully,
tickets.
Maybe if you like post it on your socials, I can just live vicariously through you.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm there. In spirit.
I know. I feel like I had so much FOMO the last couple of years because everyone was posting about it on Instagram and their Snapchat. And I was like, I'm not there. So I was like, I'm not doing that again this year.
One year, I legit like made me so many snacks, and I stayed at home and I live streamed it.
Really? I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, somebody had like live stream, so I was like, okay, well, I'm about to just like tune in. I had saw like the Tupac hologram.
Oh.
Yeah, it was that year.
How? Yeah. I don't even remember.
You don't remember? Yeah.
I didn't know you could live stream it, so that's
like
cool.
Somebody was like live stream. I feel like, I don't know how I got to see it, but it was Tupac. It was his hologram.
Yeah.
And he was rapping. I was like, what the heck? Like, if you were there, I know a lot of people are either intoxicated with something, so I can imagine them seeing a Tupac hologram at the festival. I legit probably be like, he's alive.
I know. If people are like, you know,
tripping
in their own world.
And then the next thing you know, you look on stage and you see Tupac on stage. It was like him performing with Snoop.
How do you feel about? I feel like there's a lot of controversy
about the holograms.
Because JT just did it. The Super Bowl.
You want to know something
halftime.
That's very sad?
Oh no!
I missed the halftime show because I was in an Uber.
Wait, what do you mean?
I was Ubering to a Super Bowl party, and I was like, no, I'll be there in time. I'll be there in time for the halftime show. And then I get there, and they're like, oh my gosh, Justin Timberlake did such a great performance.
Oh no!
I was like, no.
You're like, that's what I cared about.
So I haven't even went on YouTube to look at it because I'm just so mad that I missed the moment.
Yeah, apparently.
But I heard
were like
a lot of people,
I
even
thought he did a
celebrities,
good
had
job.
something to say.
But yeah, the hologram thing, I guess, turned people off because I guess that was not what our Prince wasn't really a fan
Yeah, I
of
know.
that.
Sheila E. She had tweeted that Prince, when he was alive, said he never wanted anybody to have a hologram of him and
so
so
I don't
forth.
know.
But I feel like the family, whoever is in charge of his estate, I don't think.
Yeah, I
they
feel
would
like
sign.
JT would be like, okay, is it cool if I
Yeah.
do this before I do this?
But then again, I don't know how much JT's offering to use
yeah,
the hologram.
right.
You know, because you come to me like, hey, I want to use Prince's hologram. I'll give you like $1 million and some change. I would be like,
Everyone can be bought,
yeah,
right?
for the right price.
For the right
So I was
price.
like, yeah, okay. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel like they did it for Michael Jackson too at an award show. I want to say the Grammys.
Yes, I remember that as
Mhm.
well.
I feel like in good taste. I don't want it to be overdone. Like we don't need
Yeah.
everybody coming back with holograms.
Yeah, I think it really is a case by case basis, and I think you just have to be respectful again of the family and
Mm-hmm.
what they want. And again, if you're honoring them, you know, in a good way,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. But again, I think it needs to be you need to choose wisely.
Yes.
When you do it.
And the way it's executed too, I feel like how was it executed for the Super Bowl?
I mean, it was beautiful. It was like he
Really?
was I don't remember which song he did, but it was, he was at a piano and there was like this huge sort of like
Did it look
print.
real? Because
yeah,
the
I mean, it
Tupac
looked
one
like
looked
him.
really real.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge, so it wasn't like a life size.
Yeah.
This was like massive.
Did you see? So you didn't see the Tupac one?
No, I
Bree,
don't.
can you go on YouTube and
I
put up
know,
Tupac Hologram? Because it was insane. He even says like, "What's up, Coachella?" Like he says that to the audience.
What?
It's insane.
I
it's
don't
crazy.
know about that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if I were there, I would be tripping out.
Right? That's insane.
Like he rises. It looks like he's like rising up from the stage. It's insane.
That would be dangerous for people because they would think it was because there's some
Oh, yeah, this is it.
Killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Picture paragraphs unloaded, wise words being quoted. Beat the weakness in the rap game and so that nigga bow down, pray to God, hoping that it's listening. See niggas coming for me through my diamonds and they glisten. Now pay attention, best in peace, father. I'm a ghost, this shit in fields, Hail Mary. Catch me, if I go deep inside the solitary mind of a madman. Scream, the dark evil lurks.
Like I literally know. You're like, I'm sober and I'm no. It's crazy, right?
That must have freaked people out. Wow. I mean, impressive. Whoever made that.
Yeah, I'm thinking like his hologram must have cost I don't know how much.
Right?
But I mean, like Dre has the money to do it.
Yeah.
If they need.
I think it would have freaked me out. It's freaking me out right now.
It just looks so real. Like that's why when I saw his hologram, I think that's why my expectations for holograms have been like that the most high after I've seen this.
Yeah, because it literally.
And I don't even know how they got him to say.
What's up, Coachella? Right, technology is
It's
scary,
insane.
man.
Wakanda is here.
Yes.
That's what I've been saying. I'm like, Wakanda has been here. Okay, they've been dropping little gems. We just don't know.
Oh boy, that is.
Yeah.
That is quite the thing. Well, I'm glad I wasn't
So
there.
that's what I was wondering. You weren't there that year.
I'm glad I wasn't there that year.
So was his Princess Hologram like that?
No, it was like, no, the Princess Hologram was nothing like that. Again, it was sort of giant. It was a little more distorted, so you could kind of like see through it. It was nothing like that.
I think that the way that the lighting is probably there, it would probably, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably why it doesn't look as bad. But look, Snoop is right next to him dancing.
Yeah.
This is insane.
It's like, it's a little too much, I think.
It reminds me of, remember iRobot? With Will Smith, and like he was able to have like a hologram of like people who have died too as well.
Yeah,
it's insane.
It's
Wakanda.
It's
Wakanda.
Wakanda, guys.
Well, Eddie, what new things can we look forward to from you?
Yes, well,
besides AP Bio.
Yes, AP
March
Bio.
1st, check your local listings.
Yes, NBC 8:30.
Yes,
we're so excited. Actually just finished a new project last week that will be coming out on Netflix this summer. Yeah. So it's this awesome show. It's like a comedy for Netflix.
And Netflix has all the great originals now.
Yeah, they're killing it. They're changing TV.
They're changing it, for sure.
So to be a part, of that family now is super exciting. And again, we just wrapped last week, so I don't know how much I can, just say about it. But there will be, a new Netflix comedy this summer, and it'll be a lot of fun. And so check that out.
So with AP Bio, so each episode, are they tormenting somebody new, or what can you say?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's sort of like, we're tormenting his sort of arch nemesis, Miles, who got his tenure track at Harvard. So we're kind of going after him. But again, Jack is a loose cannon. So if there's an episode where he goes after one of the classmates, there's an episode where he uses one of the kids' houses to throw a house party. So he is always sort of abusing, his power as a teacher. And every episode it's just so, I think the show gets funnier and funnier as it goes along. And we had such a great time making it. So I hope everyone checks it out.
Oh, I definitely will be checking it out because, like I said, this was not as nearly as fun as my AP Bio or AP classes at all.
You will laugh a lot. It also has so much heart. I think the characters just, again, I think everyone will see themselves in one of these characters and be able to relate to experience, whether it's one of the teachers or one of the students. I think they're very relatable characters. And again,
And NBC's done a good job at that with making their shows relatable with This Is Us.
Yeah, NBC's on fire right now. I mean, they're just doing such great thing for network TV. And again, it's so exciting to be a part of it and to have the show, because it's a hard world, and if you can take half an hour and just forget about your troubles and laugh with us, I think that's, just great for everyone.
Well, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations for AP Bio, guys.
Much.
Don't forget to check it out. And before we go, Eddie, let them know where they can find you on social media, because I know they're going to be looking for you once the show premieres. Check
me out on Instagram. It's Eddie_Leavy. And check me out and we'll have some fun.
And guys, it's your host, Rhelin T. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Rhelin Taylor. Don't forget to follow all things Black Hollywood Live at BHL Online. And I will see you next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.